So currently we're focusing a lot on the syncing and trying to get this as fast and still as secure as possible. And I think we're pretty far with our mission. And I don't want to name any date, but I guess within the next weeks this will be ready and tested. And then there are some certain other things we need still to tackle, for example the parameters of the blockchain, something like the time between the blocks, for example, or even more technical stuff like the transactions. And one other large thing is we want to keep this accounts tree, so the data structure that stores all of the accounts and the balances of all the people. We want to keep it small. With the current approach we have, this does not work, because if you have an account and there's some balance on it, it will stay forever in the tree, so in the data structure. And we already have some ideas to counter that and to be able to prune such accounts from the data structure if, for example, the balance is 0. I guess the most challenging right now is really this syncing part. We need to get this right so that it is secure and no attacker can basically force another client to think that the right belief of the community is wrong. That's a good question. Maybe the technology hasn't been ready before. So we're using a lot of new technologies that came up in the recent year probably, or maybe some of them are a bit older, but it's all fairly new. And I would say 1 year or 2 years ago this simply wouldn't have been possible to build. And now it's just the right time to build such a thing. The technology is there, it's still not all of it stable, but it works, and of course we can evolve over time. The most important thing is that it has to be working. So we definitely will set a standard not only for browser-based things, but for blockchains probably in general. If everything works out, and currently it looks very good, we will be the first blockchain that has real light clients that are even able to mine. So no one has done this before. And there are some other challenges ahead of us, which also will be a great contribution to the blockchain or to the crypto community in general. But of course this will also set standards to other browser-based applications, which are not only blockchains. So I guess some of them are straightforward from the technology side, but still, as one of our main goals is simplicity, there's a lot of work to do on the UI UX side. So the user experience has to be really good so that everyone understands how it works and what you can do with this. And this is a hard challenge. It's not a technological challenge, but it's human interface design challenge basically. Actually, I really like that, because there are so many people contributing to our project. Almost every day there's a new pull request and people are writing code for our project without being here and without us knowing them. And that's great. That's an amazing feeling if you get an email that someone else contributed to your code. I really like this blockchain stuff because there are so many things to do. It's a huge field. So it's not only one single small area basically. We have web technology, but we also have, for example, this DB. It's database related, and implementing that is completely different from implementing the blockchain, of course. And also in blockchain itself, the crypto part, I'm really interested into cryptography, so this part is really nice. And the whole thing, also this consensus and so on. So you don't need to use that for currencies, you can use that for anything. And so it's a open field, and it's basically like a playground. You can find anything to play with and to code. So that's a tough question. I would say looking at our sample application, so we have a sample application which just uses Nimiq as a library, and it's really simple. So everyone can use that and build their own application on top of it. That's really good to get started with. And then if you like that and if you want to go more in depth, you can look at our code since it's open source. And I think another advantage is that it's JavaScript, and JavaScript is really easy. A lot of programmers are out there who can read and write JavaScript code. So it's fairly easy to get started with this whole blockchain technology if you look at our code. And that's a huge advantage in contrast to other projects. Yeah, so it's amazing work. You as a community, you contributed that much, not only in the code, but also, for example, if I look at the Telegram or Slack chat, the people are active, they even answer questions of other people, and that's also amazing to see. And if you're interested in helping us, sure, feel free to read our code, to contribute, to have your own application on top of Nimiq. And if we can help and answer questions, or if we can help in any way, just contact us. We're happy to see that you as an amazing community are getting involved with us, yes.